channel. I just wanted to come to you guys today with a quick video, okay, because I got stuff to do today. I got housework and it's already late in the afternoon. But I know in one of my previous videos I said that I did not wear foundation. Since then I've been trying new foundations and I'm really new to this, you know, with the foundations and finding the right color. My skin, first let me say that I have very dry skin. When I was little, I suffered from eczema, like I had it all over my body. I did not have it on my face, which was a blessing, but still my face, you know, and my skin is very dry. So when I look for foundations, I know just for me having dry skin, I know to look for foundations that are more geared towards people with dry skin. Not to mention that I prefer the dewy look. Like, I prefer my foundation to not be matte. And that's just my preference. I just don't like that, you know, matte, ashy look. It's just not for me. I have not graduated to that point yet. So with that being said, I wanted to go over a few foundations that I've tried in the past year with you guys and tell you guys what my favorite out of all of them is. Okay, so I'm going to start with the lower end brands and work my way up. Okay, so I'm going to go with the cheapest one, like I said, and work my way up. So the first foundation that I have is this Maybelline Dream Nude Air Foam foundation, and basically this foundation is just like it says, it's a foam. It comes out like a foam. This is an aerosol can, so you have to shake it up real good, shake it real good before you know, put it on your base to start, you know, putting on the foundation. Normally when I use this, I spray it, or I put it on the back of my hand right here, and that's where I, you know, get my foundation from when I'm putting it on. Just be aware with this foundation that a little bit goes a very long way, and on the back of the bottle it says you only need a walnut sized pump of this, and it's so true, because even with that walnut size, I still end up not using all that. And this, I believe, was like, I want to say this was like $7 or something like that, $5 or something like that. This has SPF 16, and this is in the number 370 Cocoa, so that's my coloring. So the next foundation that I have is a little bit on the higher end, but, you know, kind of in the middle. It's the Clinique Perfectly Real Makeup, and I am in the shade 49N. And this one, I believe it was like $28. I like this one, but I don't like this for foundation. I actually use this foundation for the when I'm doing my brows, the upper part of my brow, just to blend it in with my skin so that it's not the same color as the concealer that I use. That's 2 shades lighter than my skin complexion. So I use this for, you know, the upper part of my eyebrows. I don't really like this as a foundation. To me, even using, you know, a small amount, it still felt, it felt a little bit cakey to me, but that's just my opinion. But it's good if you have like you know, breakout prone skin. This stuff is really good for that. The next one that I have is this Makeup Forever HD foundation, and I am in the shade N178. This foundation is a little bit more on the expensive side, I believe, and I'm not even going to quote how much it costs, but I know that it was more than $30. My opinion on this foundation, I don't like it. I didn't like the way it felt. I didn't like the way it looked. It felt like it was on my face, and I don't like that feeling. I like for my foundation to be as light as possible, and I want it to look natural. You know, I have my times where I want to be, you know, dramatic. But for the most part, if I'm doing day to day, you know, if I just want to do something real quick, I don't want it to feel caked. I don't want to feel it on my face. I want it to feel and look as natural as possible, and this didn't do it for me. It could be the makeup brush that I used, it could be the technique that I use with the makeup brush, but I use pretty much the same brush that a lot of people use, which is the e.l.f. foundation brush. And I just, you know, take it off the back of my hand, dab, 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 and then, you know, in small circular motions around my face. And I didn't like this foundation. It's a CC cream. It's a tinted, pretty much like a tinted moisturizer, and this one is by Smashbox. It's the Smashbox Camera Ready CC Cream. I'll put the price of it down below because, again, I don't remember how much this cost. I believe it was like $30, but I'm not sure. And this one actually has dark spot correcting action in it. It has SPF 30, and I am in the color dark. For this CC cream, there were not too many, you know, there weren't too many possibilities on the color spectrum as far as dark girls go with this stuff. Usually with the higher end brands, like the color selection for darker skinned people is a little bit on the scarce side. I've noticed that just, you know, for me, you know, perusing and looking at, you know, Sephora for foundations and everything like that. But I know that Makeup Forever, they had a little bit of a wider selection for darker skinned people. But for me, my complexion, I'm like maybe 1 to 2 shades off of the darkest complexion that they have available. And my complexion, they can never get it right. So yeah, Clinique, they have a really good selection as far as color goes on the spectrum for darker skinned people, so I like that. Same goes for this Air Nude. This is my favorite one. This is by far my favorite one. Out of all of the ones that I tried, this is the one that I go for when I do want to put on foundation, which is not very often at all. If they ever discontinued it, I don't know what the hell I would do with my life. So those are the ones that I have on hand for you. I've also tried the Revlon Color Stay 24 Hour. Now, let me just say this about that Revlon, because I actually just bought that one a couple of days ago, and the day after I bought it, I took it back to the store because I didn't like the way that one was for me. And once I took it back and I went back to that section, I realized that I actually got the wrong kind. So you want to make sure that when you're buying foundation that you're paying attention and you're reading the labels, because like I said, I have dry skin, and I actually bought the Revlon Color Stay 24 Hour for people with oily skin. So when I put the makeup on, the color is so hard to match your color when you're in the store. That's one of my biggest issues. But the color was a shade lighter than my complexion, and then because it was for oily skin, it was very drying, very matte. Like my face looked ashy, like it looked bad. Like I kind of looked like a ghost a little bit, and I do not like that. So I ran that foundation back to the store as fast as I could. So maybe next time I'll try the one for dry skin. But like I said again, that brand, the color spectrum for the people with oily skin is like, they have, you know, different colors for people with oily skin. I guess because that's really common for people to have oily skin. I don't know. But the color spectrum for people with dry skin, it was just like, to me, it was like light, medium, dark. And that was it. And I didn't like that. So, but for the most part, I'm still on the fence about the Revlon Color Stay. I have never tried any MAC foundation. I always just use their concealer. And while I'm on the subject of concealer, let me just say that I absolutely love MAC's Pro Long Wear concealer. I love that stuff to death. That stuff does not crease. It has a really airbrushed finish to it. Like, I love MAC Pro Long Wear concealer. It is amazing. It comes in this little bottle with a pump. It's so convenient. It's so easy. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So with that being said, because I love the Pro Long Wear concealer so much, I might go try to get the Pro Long Wear foundation, but I'll let you guys know about that in a future video. What I gave you is what I have so far. So if you are like me and you are starting out like fresh with makeup, I would definitely recommend the Maybelline Dream Nude Air Foam for you. When it's coming out the pump, as you can see, it's a little bit messy, but I'm telling you, this stuff is the bomb. I love it. If you are not sure what color you need or anything like that, you can go into Sephora and they'll do like a skin like a complexion test or something like it's free, but basically what they do is they put this little tool to your face and they I want to say that like photograph maybe like 4 different parts of your face just to get your complexion right, and then it goes into a computer, and basically what that does is it generates a whole bunch of brands that Sephora has available, and it tells you what color to get it in. They have a list of foundations for your complexion as is, a list for if you want to go a shade up, and a list for if you want to go a shade down. So it's very convenient. So if you have a Sephora in your area, I definitely recommend that you go to Sephora and try to find out, you know, where you are as far as foundation goes. They'll email the list to you after it generates. So they'll go over it with you on the little iPad, and then they'll email it to you. And if Sephora brands are too expensive for your taste, then just take that information that they give you as far as, you know, what tones and everything. Take that information and go to a drugstore and try to use it there. So yeah, that's it. I hope this video was helpful. I know I rambled a lot, I'm sorry, but if you have any questions, as always, please put them down in the comment section and I will try to answer them to the best of my knowledge. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I am a beginner when it comes to foundation, so I do not know all the ins and outs. I know what works for me. I know what made things easy for me, so this is just me, you know, delivering the information to you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.